Hi, I'm Dave Adams. This is my home. It's a house that was built in 1743 that I purchased years and years ago. My family and I lived here for 30-some years until late last year in October when we had a house fire. The fire department did a wonderful job, got here early, got right to the source, knocked the fire back, and left me with a heavily damaged but still sizably here frame of an 18th century house. I've put together a crew and we are in the process of restoring my restoration of my house. Here we are in the remains of the old kitchen. The kitchen fireplace is a key element in the old kitchen, and on either side of the kitchen fireplace there were a pair of closets. The larger of the pair of closets was in its day used as a buttery. In the modern use of the building, this closet became my computer room. Along this wall of that computer closet, as one would have in a buttery, I had a series of shelves going up the wall. Somehow, somewhere, something on one of those shelves started a fire, as best we can tell. The assumption is it was a lithium battery. We really don't know, but something happened somewhere right here, and a fire started and raced up this wall, got into the framing of the floor above, and then started across the ceiling of the room. It burnt into the floor frame above us, into the closet above that I had converted into a bathroom, and got into the floor frame through the plaster ceiling, and the fire was heavily involved, so much so that none of the materials that were in that zone could be retained. And as you can tell, we've taken them all out. We've not only taken out the floor joists and the floor above, but we've at this point taken out the chimney girt, heavy beam that runs from the front plate to the back plate that all of the floor joists will set into. But now the house has been stripped back. We've been here for about 6 weeks and have been taking it back layer by layer by layer. First, the totally damaged pieces to things that were possibly salvageable, things that were good examples that we'll need to make our replicas. The moldings on the edges of them tell a little bit of the story of the age of the house, and so we want to be able to replicate those moldings as accurately as we can. Hey, that was about 8 months ago. We've moved a long way on the project. We've gone through an awful lot of things. Some of it's really fascinating, an awful lot of old-timey techniques. We've done some little side trips to some of my other Craftsmen's shops. And the footage is piling up to the point now we realize we've got enough to actually launch into this thing. It's no longer just a pipe dream. The program that we're calling the Craftsman's Journal. This series is about me restoring my house. I think this is important. I've spent my life not only working on buildings and learning myself, but teaching other people. I had a pretty darn good insurance policy, and that and some savings and a little bit of help from some friends has gotten me to the point that I think I have enough to actually get through the construction and finishing of my house. What we're talking about here is money that I just don't have. This program that we're asking you to contribute to is about putting a show together so that people can watch the process and understand what takes place. We're talking about the funds that are required to get the editing done, to get the music installed. So to that end, we're reaching out to you, the general public, and hoping that you can support us in this project. This is a program that we think will have educational value and make us all feel good. If we can get enough people together to pledge to support this project, then that lump of money will go directly toward editing costs. And if we don't, it'll all just get returned. It was a nice idea and it didn't work out. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm really hoping that you can come through for us. It doesn't matter really how much, as long as enough people sign up. I think it's an important story, and we genuinely would appreciate your support. I'm Dave Adams.